Welcome everyone to Chasing Tents. My name is Abhi. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. You joined me at round 3 with No Limits Endurance Championship. I say Endurance Championship, but No Limits Racing is full of all different sorts of championships. You've got 600cc, you've got 1000cc, you got endurance, you got sprints, you got all sorts through the weekend. But we are only here for Saturday. We do our qualifying, then we do a 5-hour, 700-kilometer race at the Donington Park national configuration. What I mean by that is, why I say national, I've always been here and done the Donington GP configuration. I've only been here 3 times, but I want to show you something and show you the difference. So first things first, you've got the full GP configuration there, so that's the main Donington GP. But what we're not doing is this part, this Melbourne loop, which a lot of people don't like. I love it. And then you've got Gerrards and stuff, which could be off camber and stuff. So that's the part we're not doing. We're just going to come back straight there and just take that loop there and go straight. So yeah, that whole loop we're missing. So this is the national configuration. However, we are going to be doing a GP configuration later in the year. So yeah, you can check that out, and you can follow me, and you'll see all the races anyways. However, let's show you some of the paddock. Now in Silverstone you saw many British Superbike kind of riders here. Today we also have loads. I mean, there you go, starting with the first truck, we've got Billy Mcconnell, who is, as you know, if you watch the Silverstone race, he won the race. He wasn't there in race 2 because he was having his own British Superbike probably that weekend. And so yeah, he's there again leading and stuff with Bob Collins, FWR, sharing the garage with us. If you are someone like myself, newly into racing or just track days, sharing your garage with British Superbike riders, British Superstock riders and stuff, is just absolutely brilliant. Then you've got another huge team. They've come with all sorts of stuff. Someone told me they do cars as well, but I'm not sure. So don't look at the amount of Mercedes Sprinters. We got Fiats, we got VWs, all sorts of kind of camper van. Look at that, I love that. So story of the day, not very good. So if you follow me, you might have seen by now, I came here on Thursday. Today is Saturday, okay? So we only had Friday in the middle. I came here on a Thursday, which was I think another race has just started. On Thursday to do a track day. It was a loud track day, 108 decibels, loud track day, no novice riders allowed, only intermediates and fast groups. 3 fast groups and 1 intermediate. And number one, I was late. If you saw the previous video, if you haven't, watch it. It's not that long, but it is, unfortunately I crashed. So that really knocked my confidence with braking, because my brakes were a bit spongy in the pits and quite firm. Sorry, a bit spongy when I was out there and quite firm in the actual pit. So everyone, when they touched the brakes, they were like, they look fine. And to me as well, they looked absolutely fine. However, we found out yesterday when we kind of deciphered everything, cleaned the bike, because there was oil everywhere, because when Aprilia tilts, the oil comes out of the air box and stuff. We found out there was a 1.5 mm kind of, the discs were not flexing, what's that word? They weren't straight, basically. I keep forgetting that word. Anyways, we've put some new discs on today. My clip-ons, so in qualifying, what was happening, as soon as I pressed my brake, what that was doing was, it was touching the throttle cable of the Domino quick action throttle. So it felt like I'm braking, but someone's trying to push me. So really horrible setup on the clip-on. So I think I did a 1 minute pathetic 20, which is, I can't believe. I don't know what a good time here is, probably a 1 minute 15 or something. So that is not good at all, but what can we do? It is what it is. So not happy with qualifying whatsoever. I think as a team, we all were around 1 minute 19, 1 minute 20. So unfortunately we qualified 37th out of 40 or 34th out of 37. Basically we are 3rd from last, which is not ideal, honestly. I was expecting better, so especially from you can actually. Here we go. Yes, you can. Hey, look at that! Look at that! You can. There you are.
Nice gold.
No, I like the Spartan livery.
You're a Aprilia man, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes.
I'm mate of John's. I've got a Aprilia as well.
Oh, fantastic! Fantastic. Oh, it's nice. Oh, everyone gets excited when they see a camera. Anyhow, guys. So yeah, not ideal. I don't want to talk too long and bore you guys with the sob story of how I crashed and how today this is wrong, that is wrong. I want to go home at least doing 1 minute 16s, you know. 1 minute 20 doesn't sound good. There's a gentleman who's supporting us. He was there when we passed the ACU test at Mallory Park, and he's an accomplished racer, and he's supporting us as a new team, which is fantastic. And the first thing he told me as soon as I came back, he was like, "Abby, I heard you were quicker than that." So that shows it wasn't a good lap, you know. So that is all I needed to know, really. So I was a bit down, but anyways, as a team, we are at the bottom at the moment, you know, third last, but not to worry, we'll sort everything out. But when I say third last, that is basically, you know, there are different classes in there as well. So there are some, you know, like I said to you before, British Superbike riders, super stock riders and stuff like this. I don't know what we are in class. We will probably be, you know, a bit on the bottom side as well. So performance in qualifying compared to the last two last two rounds wasn't good. Anyhow, let's move on from the sad stuff, and let me show you around a bit of the paddock.
Side by side again for the lead towards Chris Cole. Fascinating final 29 minutes then. Across the line goes the Earnshaw by
Okay guys, I just wanted to show you a very important corner. If you can hear me, that first corner is called Red Gate, and as you can already see, there's a yellow flag there, and there's so many people crash there. It's unbelievable. It's a very difficult corner to get right, but it's quite rewarding if you get that right, because then you've got the dreaded crater curves, which are very fast downhill curves, which are absolutely fantastic if you get them right, and you can overtake a lot of people there as well. So okay, let me show you the pit lane. So this is the lovely BMW medical car with the doctor in there, not Valentino Rossi doctor, but doctor as in doctor. So okay, let's start with the first pits, well, the last pit number 38. So these are the build base Suzuki team. So Vision Track, build base. So yeah, they are the British Superbike team. This is so that's Jamie Harris's Kawasaki. This is Jimmy Works Kawasaki, and that's my Aprilia RSV4 RF, and that's Ben Vale's super loaded Ducati V4R, and then this one is a special livery Aprilia RSV4 Factory 2021. This is the Rossi liveried Aprilia, and I'm massively thankful to my mate for putting my YouTube channel's name on it, because this bike was on display at Brands Hatch where Valentino Rossi was racing. So yeah, amazing bike, and again, fantastic work by Sublime Designs in doing in getting all those liveries. That's where Billy Mcconnell and Bob Collins are. And then they are also, so Bob Collins is that chap there. He's lost about 19 kilos this year. He was the 2006 British Super Stock champion, and Billy Mcconnell is a 2014 Super Sport champion in the UK. He's from Australia. So okay, this one, I don't know these people, but yeah, Sycamore, JCP, I'm just saying the names of the big sponsors. If that helps them out, recognize their bike or helps them out in some way. Seton Yamaha, Seton Tuning, great company. You know, they are absolutely fantastic when it comes to tuning Yamahas. So they make absolutely stunning exhausts as well. The welds on them are just superb. And then that's another team there. Don't know the name, but I'll try to recognize most of them. And Aprilia, massive shout out. That's a lovely looking R1 with the Spartan livery. I think I showed that with the music earlier as well. So great, and that is a fantastic. Now that bike's got a bunch of people around it, so seems like quite a important team. So that's a busy garage with a Suzuki, a Triumph, and loads of other bikes. So that's Neil Landscapes. Don't know who they are, but massive shout out. I think that is my mate Roy's bike. So Wainsbury's. I think he got that for his mate. So I think his mate's called Wayne, and did that. Okay, let's have a look at this garage. What we got? Someone's preparing to go out. You know what? I really want to buy one of these Halford's coolers. And yeah, this is what I showed you at Silverstone as well. People come here on naked bikes as well. So look at that, naked RS 765 Triumph here. So yeah, a number of different bikes. You've got 1000cc Suzuki, another 1000cc Suzuki, and we've got an old school Honda 600rr. Yeah, so let's move on to the next garage. This one looks interesting. I think they're called Tech 5 Racing. I've got that right, yeah, Tech 5 Racing. And they've got a few Ducatis here. You've got Blue Earth Construction. You know, I like to show companies' name because if it helps them out in any way through my small little channel, then fantastic. By the way, look at that. I just want to show you something very quickly. Hope I've not missed out on that one. Look at that plane. That is basically the East Midlands Airport. East Midlands Airport is just there, and that's the landing strip. So when it comes to weather and weather accuracy, I think this place is fantastic because they've got the airport weather system around here. Okay, let's have a look at this. Look at that Ducati, full carbon livery, just like our mate Ben Farley, and that is a forged carbon wing. So that is a normal carbon weave, and that's a forged carbon weave. If you've not seen how forged carbon is, a bit lighter, a bit stronger as well. Look at these two. You know what? Do you need any livery sometimes? No. Two Kawasaki's in white, looking fantastic. We got 3 R1s there, or no, 1 Kawasaki, 2 R1s, and we got Ducati and an R6. So it looks like these people are racing in 600 and 1000cc. Shout out to Manor Carpentry, whoever you are. You've got some great looking, sublime designed liveried R6. I was going to say RX. There's two Suzukis there. You don't see them very often, but that was my first bike in 600cc format. And yeah, don't want to show you his bum, but want to show you this Honda CB500. They are very popular in the UK. These Honda CB500s. Loads of people buy them because simple engineering. You crash it, it doesn't cost you that much. It's just amazing. I mean, even these bikes, these two Suzukis, you know, God forbid if you crash them, you know, the bill isn't as high as something like you know, a 15-20 grand bike, you know. So here we go. We got PSB Racing. They've got a Triumph, another Triumph, which looks like a Moto 2 livery Triumph. Beautiful livery. And we got an R6. This is absolutely stunning. This is just like the Moto 2 livery. Don't know where they get that from, but that looks sublime, you know. And it is done by Sublime Design as well, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it is. So the word is quite apt. And then you've got a naked 765. You've got another Triumph. Now that's the Triumph 675, where Billy Mcconnell won his championship in 2014. We got 2 beautiful looking Ducatis. By the way, I have not put any camera on today on my bike. I just cannot be. I've got so much going on with bike issues and stuff like that. I just didn't put one on, you know. And look at that Gulf livery. That is evergreen, that livery. Lovely pink bike. Shout out to Pink Power. You know, brilliant. I think I've seen that chap at Cadwell Park there as well. So we got Moto 46 Racing, True 7 Group. They've got 2 Ducatis, many Ducatis here. Fantastic. You know, people are not scared to bring expensive bikes to pits, you know, so it's nice to do that. Many S1000rrs, look at that, 3 Kawasaki's. Oh, that's the OMG Racing. I think that is Billy Mcconnell, if I'm not wrong. No, I think he's racing with the Honda these days. So yeah, fantastic. Maybe they bought the old OMG racing bike because the OMG racing bikes were for sale because they've now moved to Yamaha. OMG Racing is British Superbike team, if people don't know. That is a lovely BMW there. That's Alpha Racing written all over it. So they must have loads of Alpha Racing parts. So it looks like these boys love their BMWs in this garage. Let's have a look at this one. Another very busy garage, but full of, I think these are the army guys, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, these are the army guys. I showed you them. How are you? You all right?
Starting up.
Sorry?
You starting?
Yes, I'm actually racing today. Okay, so these are the British Army people's bikes, and you know, and really nice to see you've got lovely Emma, if I got that name right. Yes, fantastic, and they've got a team of guys and girls who do a fantastic job, and they are racing with us. They are one behind us, so if they are one behind us, they probably didn't have. Love the moustache. Show us a tweak. Oh yes, love that guy. Okay, let's move on to the next garage. This is half an hour before our race starts, so I better get going. Anyways, want to show you this garage. Oh, Aprilia 660, massive shout out to Aprilia 660, a great bike, you know, a fantastic bike, really good. You know, Aprilia's done so well with that bike. It's been selling like hotcakes. You can't get spares for that. So anyhow, this is, and I look at this garage, it's a busy garage with CB500s, CB500, another CB500 with a carbon tank. Never seen that. Oh, looks like we got another race started. Hope you can hear me. I'm so glad I'm this side of the paddock and not that side because you wouldn't be able to hear anything. Okay, let's go to this garage. We've got a fantastic array of bikes. This is a lovely livery, beautiful yellow and black. You can never go wrong with that. So fantastic. We go. So that is Track Prep Racing, and we've got Carmel Engineering bike, and there's a Suzuki GXSR 1000, and look at that. That is a beautiful livery. That is fantastic. This is a beautiful bike. I showed you guys this bike at Silverstone as well, if I'm not wrong, and it goes to show you, you don't have to go gloss all the time. Matte satin can look amazing as well. All right, that is some lovely people there, you know, no one minds when I'm filming, you know, it's so nice. I've never had anyone saying to me, saying, what the hell are you doing? So here we go, a lovely BMW S1000rr with my favorite RRPS, who's a fantastic guy, Brett. He's always helped me whenever I've had a crash, which was this Thursday. All right, okay, so fantastic bikes there, BMW. And you know what, I love the Gen 3. I know a lot of people love the new bike, but I do love the Gen 3. Another Gen 3 there. Is it Gantz? Yeah. Such good timing. I've come to this side of the paddock and they've just done one lap. I think they are the 1000cc guys. Okay, these are the last few garages and they are very busy. Whoa. Oh, hey. Very busy guys. Oh, look at that. Shout out to MSS Kawasaki, great people, help me out. Oh, FS3 British Superbike team there, my goodness me, they were there at Snetterton, Silverstone and here, so they are getting really good practice time, and that's another British Superbike team there, but they are they are in the British Superbike series, but they are like, I think they're running the 400cc bikes and stuff, or 300. So what I'm going to do is go this side and show you a bit this side. So this is the side of the paddock. You don't really see much. There's a few official buildings there. Haslam, is that Ron Haslam? British Superbike champion 2018. Yep, that is Leon Haslam's van. So Leon, you know what? Leon Haslam was here on Thursday. I saw him, and his dad Ron Haslam runs a racing school here. So you always see him around, you know, so it's nice to see. And that's another great thing about this country, you know, he's a World Superbike rider. He was a Grand Prix rider with two-stroke bikes with Rossi, you know, at quite a young age. And you see him around the paddock and you can't believe it, you know, this is just absolutely fantastic. And this is what really kind of impresses me, that these people are approachable, nice to talk to. and they are just roaming around in the paddock just like I am doing right now, only without a camera. If it was Jonathan Ray, he would have a camera, or Lee Johnson. So, okay guys, that was a bit of a tour of the paddock. I better now go because it's half an hour to pit lane open, so I better put my leathers on and it's time to go endurance racing. Like I said before, I'm not going to put a camera on. I had a few issues in the morning, unfortunately, which I'm going to tell you in a minute. Okay guys, I thought I'll tell you a little bit about the morning, how it went. So I came here around 7 o'clock today. However, I still had a few bits missing on the bike. I didn't have that little thing you use to change gears on your rear sets. I had to borrow that from my good friend Ben Barley, Extreme Components rear sets, which unfortunately I crashed on Thursday, and I completely mangled that, but we straightened it, sorted it, and we put some Valtamoto, I think Valtamoto is called, rear set bits on it, and it worked. So massive shout out to Brett from Road Race Performance, and massive shout out to Bike HPS, who sorted me with a RCS 17 from Brembo. They also sorted me out with Brembo. I pay for everything. When I say they sorted me out, what I mean by that is lastminute.com. I called them and they said, all right, we've got stuff in, come in and pick it up and you pay, and that's it, so it's amazing to have these people around. So anyways, I was telling you about my morning. Hurry, change, put slicks on. I've got rid of Metzeler TD because on Thursday when I came here, the track was very green and Metzeler TD was sliding a lot. But then in a session and a half, I crashed anyways. So I put SC2 for the race, slick in the rear, and SC1 in the front. And I'll show you the bike damage and everything in a bit if I have the energy while the endurance race is going on. So I think what I really struggled with, we sorted, my clip-on was bent, which I couldn't find yesterday. We had to put a new one today because there's a guy here who's selling them. It's amazing at a racetrack. They have a guy who sells everything if you have a crash, You can really rebuild your bike. He also has fairings. So anyhow, one thing which really affected me, kind of like panicked me last minute, was the scrutineer told me that my belly pan was bent slightly, and if oil leaks out, there was a hole in there as well. But I think, with all due respect to him, he was super safe, super, I could say, pedantic as well. However, he told me to put some fiberglass on it. Luckily, they sell fiberglass kit here. So, and if you saw the last vlog, I showed you that I had to fiberglass my belly pan because there were 2 plug holes for the oil to seep out. So I sealed them. So I was pretty confident in doing that fiberglass, and a bit of help from Jimmy and Jamie. They did some as well for me, and we just fiberglassed the area the scrutineer wasn't happy about, and then he passed me, and everything else got past. Leathers, even though they were scruffed from the crash, I had a few scratches on my helmet, nothing major, and they passed it. So I was really happy. And then qualifying didn't go well, and I've already told you why that was the case. So hopefully now we've sorted the issues with my clip-ons, like when I'm pressing the brake, the throttle cable isn't getting pressed, and when I'm accelerating, the whole domino quick action throttle was actually getting so it wasn't tight basically for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe in the morning we loosened a few things to sort some bits out, and some clearance I needed for the bike. Anyhow, I don't want to keep talking about the issues. I just want to see how it goes, and I'm now about to start the endurance race, and I haven't got the camera on the bike because that is the last thing I need, is worry about recording stuff while I'm racing. I am a realist. I'm a content creator and I like to show everything to you guys, but on one side, I've had a crash on 48 hours ago. I don't want to have another crash because recording and this and that. I will showcase the whole vlog the best way possible, but in this race I've decided not to put the camera on. Maybe from next race onwards. Anyways guys, I'll catch you later.